Today we're just having a little meeting with the community, the South Sea Islander community, and it's about creating awareness about the lot that they call the old place, which is just situated down the river. And there's not a lot known about it, so we're just getting the community together to talk about just different stories and different memories that they might have.
This is the first arts and cultural project that South Sea Islander people have been involved in up at the Sunshine Coast, because we found that not many people know about our history, how we got here and how we're different to other islanders in Australia.
We've got lots of people.
The old place is Lot 71, where the Kanakas who travel through the state, cutting cane, they travel here, and the council allocated on a 100-year lease the land on the river.
Nobody sort of really wanted the land there because they all thought it was worthless and
beautiful. I come down here as much as I can and go down to the land and do work down on the land. And this is where it all originally started back in the early days and that, on the Sunshine Coast here. Then they all ventured out from here basically, went north and south.
I can remember when I was a kid, there's probably all the seafood, oysters and fish.
Yeah, Lot 71 is very important in relation to culture and history. The Jones family was the last family to live there.
I grew up here. Straight across the river there with my mother and father. My father grew up directly, probably 800 metres up the river there. They were the last of South Sea. Murray used to live on that land up there. It's not just them, but a lot of other different relations lived in the same house, and is a very special place to us people. I've been working, doing a lot of revegetation. I do a lot of work like collecting different sorts of mangrove seeds to rehabilitate the banks, just to get it back to the way it was.
Okay, well it's just about here. So we're here. Well, obviously you can boat up as well to the land.
We've been beached.
All these water people. That's where we're regrowing mangrove in behind it, because the wash from, they do a lot of skiing here. There's an inlet that goes right up around. It's actually an island that goes all the way around, and it comes out down the bottom down there.
It's wonderful to have something left now from where the South Sea Islander people used to live, you know, and we refer to that, as you do, our elders that used to live here.
Yeah. It's my first time here, so just sort of thinking about the people who have passed through here, and
When I was 16, I used to come over here and with the aunties and uncles back then. But, it was pretty much an open space all the way around the house.
There's still some stumps of the houses that left. The Auntie Freda, she lived here and brought up her 11 children, and there was 3 of them born out there on the sand. 40 years ago I used to come down to the house. We'd walk down the cane line, because the cane line, it used to come through here, and they used to pull the cane across from the other side of the river on punts. And in the beginning they used to have draft horses, and they'd pull the cane up and take it to the line further up the top.
When we went to Bli Bli, we had to get on this big truck with all our furniture and tents and everything, and then we'd have to sit on top of everything and go to Bli Bli for our holiday. It was fun. We used to look forward to it all the time. It was an army tent we had, and then fitted about, well, there was 10 of us, 8 kids and mum and dad, and then we had other families, you know, to come and stay with us.
Yeah, I remember we used to go down there too. Sometimes we meet up with you, your family, and other times it was relatives from Brisbane. We'd all camp in that same spot, I think. Yeah.
We used to go on the cane trucks because you'd push them along the rail tracks then.
Kids were loaded on, and those that were big enough had to get behind and push.
But all their water here, they used to, on the cane trolleys, there was a well up the top and a spring, and they'd have to bring all their water down for all the use on the cane trolley. All the kids, that was their job of an afternoon, to get water down here for everything.
Lot 71, this is where the connections with the local Aborigines came in. My uncle, Frank Faquandi, he was married to Auntie Lizzie Muckin, was an Aboriginal woman, part Aboriginal woman. And that's where all the Muckins come from, and they were related to the Joneses and the like, you know. So the Aboriginal people that live across the other side, the Aboriginal and Island people got together. So the railway line used to come across there. They used to cart sugarcane down on the railway line, came across here, and it went along through here, and they punted it across to the other side of the river.
I think it's important to record these stories just so our future generation, our young fellas, can listen and learn.
Irene, get your hand up there. Go on, get a stick and get it out. There your grandfather showed you.
I believe it's really important also to incorporate getting back some of our language that we lost, Pidgin as well as our native tongue if we can.
Nanny, look. Get the crab out.
I feel that it can only develop us as people and as South Sea Islanders who need to identify our own identity.
It's very important because when you think about your family and your culture, you need to go back where it all started. I know Kerry and a few others said they get strange feelings down there sometimes. So obviously the spirit of the old people is still there.